All right, welcome to the Amazon ads overview. Currently in 2019, what all the different ad types are on Amazon. So Amazon works in many different ways. So I'll just start one place at a time, and let's just type in something in here. So let's say you have a marker, dry erase marker, right? Okay, so let's just analyze this page and I'll show you the different types of ads. Okay. Oh, there's a new one right now called this Amazon R brand. Wow, they really have no bias here at all. This is Amazon Basics R brand. So this is no type of ad. You have no chance to do this. Everything else you can do. Okay, so at the top up here, this is what used to be called headline search ads. Now it's called sponsored brands. Now, sponsored brands, it's because it's kind of exclusive. You need to have a brand registry. You need to own a trademark and basically have a brand to do this at all. If you're like a distributor and you don't have access to a brand, you will not be able to run sponsored brands as far as I know. That may change. Anyway, so it says sponsored by Expo. So that's the brand. And right now it has 3 items. And then this, here it has a logo, but you can also put another product there. You can click into this. And this is the standard page that they want you to make. It's basically your store page, but just a bunch of items on there. And there you go. So the way this is targeted, you can target search terms, meaning what the customer is searching for. So I search dry erase marker, and they say, hey, anybody searching dry erase marker, put this here. I'm not getting into a whole bunch more, but basically it's keyword based. Okay. And then this page that they go to, you can also do different types of pages, different brand page, and depending if you have access, you can have other types of pages there. But that's sponsored brands. The next one here, this is a sponsored ad, just said sponsored, and it looks like a regular organic search result, just like this one, just like this one. And a lot of guys don't even notice the difference, so they're going here and they go, oh, and they just think this guy's ranked at the top, and there you go. So and everything on Amazon is pay per click. So somebody clicks right here, like I just clicked to this page. They probably paid 50 cents, $1, $2. I actually don't exactly know how much they paid, but let's say looking at this, maybe $1.50 for that click. These guys right here, again, Expo. If I click on that, it'll charge them another buck, maybe for this, maybe $1.50. Who knows? It's all done by auction. So you do a bid. So they'll say, let's say they say my max bid is $3, and the second person, there should be another sponsored ad at the bottom somewhere, like this guy right here, Arteza. Let's say they bid $2.50, and then, well, whoever, hold on one second. Let me just move this a little bit down. Oh God, whatever. I'll just blur this after. Okay, so if this person bid $2.50, this person bid $3. So Expo is going to actually be charged $2.50 for that click about. Now, Amazon has a lot of algorithms and things like that where you can't really know exactly what they're doing, but that's the general idea. And Arteza, let's say this one, third place, it's them again, but let's say this bid was $2.40, then they would pay $2.40 because that's the second highest bidder. So if you bid $100 for a click and the second guy only bids $1, well, you're only going to pay about $1. Now, if everybody bids $100, then everybody will start paying $100. Okay, so this would be like a search product ad. And if we go into one of these, you'll find more sponsored products. And these can be made on Seller Central, which, most guys who are not a bigger brand are on Seller Central. There's also this section here, sponsored products related to this item. So all of these are also on the platform called Seller Central, or it's fine, it could be somewhere else, but this is sponsored products basically. Now these specific ones that show up on the product page are called product display. Oh no, sorry, not product display. They're still called sponsored products. It's funny, the naming is a little funny, there's no specific name, but if you want to target these specifically, you have to actually select targeting these. Like you can select by ASIN. So like this has an ASIN right here. Up here is the ASIN, right? You can see it. It says ASIN right here. You can say, put my product on this ASIN, It's just, that would be called product targeting. But what's funny, and I don't want to get super complex here, but even if you're not targeting by ASIN and I'm targeting dry erase marker, I will also be putting my ad over here as well. So, and they give you a breakdown on that. Actually, in Samurai Seller, you can look at it. And also in Seller Central, you can do other search placements, product detail page placements, and top of search placements. So that's a whole other thing to look at. But just to know, there's sponsored products that show up here. And also, after you check out, for example, there's more sponsored products here. After you check out, there's like another row of this right after you buy. So more of that. So let's see. Other types. There is another type, but it's been dying out a little bit, which is, it would be instead of this. You see, Amazon Basics, they're kind of taking on their own real estate, so they're making these less and less out there. But there should sometimes be an ad like right here, and that would be called a product display ad. But they've been kind of dying out. I see them less and less. It sometimes also will show up maybe like around here in this section. Or like under here. Anyway, that would be product display ads. We're not going to cover so much of that just because, as you see, there's less of them going on. I'm going to check one more. Let's take a look. Here we go. This looks like a kind of a custom product display ad. It's not. See, because they just have this funny page, right? Amazon testings with their bigger brands. But it'll be something like that. So that's overall, that's the product types. Now, the way you target, okay, so we're going to get a little more into details in each one of these. So dry erase marker, right? So this is called, in this case, a search term because that's what the customer is searching. I'm the customer, I'm searching dry erase markers. But on the Seller Central side, you have targeting. Let's see if I can open up a Word document real fast. Open recent, let's see. Not there, hold on. Trying not to show a bunch of info. Let's just open up like a notepad online. Let's see if that works. Notepad online. Rapid tables, let's see. Okay, so search term is dry erase marker. On your actual dashboard, you're going to do keywords, okay? So keywords have 3 types. It's going to be broad match, phrase match, and exact match. Exact match. Now, if this was a search term, which we saw, like I actually searched for that, people who had a keyword for broad, a broad keyword broad, and the keyword was marker, they could be paying for my click. Okay, so they could, let's say they put, $1 on marker, I would show up for that because it included the word marker anywhere, right? Or if I said, what about dry marker? Okay, if they're bidding on dry marker broad, they would be in the auction for dry erase marker, and they were going to be competing to show up in this space up here. Okay, now if they had a broad, a phrase, dry marker, they would not show for dry erase marker because broad means, phrase means that show for any search term that includes dry marker in that order. Okay, and then broad would be show for any search term that includes that in any order. So dry and marker in any order. Okay, and exact would not, dry marker would not show for dry erase marker because it's only one still for any term that includes, that is exactly dry marker, or it's plural or singular version. Okay, so this case it would only target dry marker and dry markers in terms of search. So like if they searched, dry markers, this would be the search term. And see, so this person, they might have dry markers as an exact, they might have markers as a broad, but they're showing up here. Same with this sponsored ad. This is based on the search term. And they will give you that information if you download it on here. But funny enough, on sponsored brands, they will not tell you the search term. They'll only tell you the keyword level. So Amazon's reporting has some work to do, but on the sponsored products, it shows you everything you need to know for that. Okay, so one of the processes that we do a lot in Samurai Seller and in general is we want to eliminate ambiguity. Okay, so here's an issue. If I have a broad match for marker, right, and it's performing super well, so I'm like, my keyword is marker, and it is a bomb, you know. No, it's not the bomb. It's like, I don't know, it's costing me $5, and maybe like I spent $500, and I got, you know, $750 in sales. And then let's see, okay. So that's like not super good. Most likely your profit margin is not that high, so you're losing money on this. Okay, most people. So let's say your bid is $1. Okay, so your bid is $1 for this keyword. Keyword broad. Okay. So if you don't understand any of this, right? Because Amazon actually, when they recommend a keyword, they always just say, "Hey, put it in broad." Well, why? Because they want you to spend more money. So they put this on broad, and they go, "Okay, awesome. Just spend more money on there. You'll get more traction." Blah blah blah. This is unprofitable for you. So you go, "I'm gonna reduce my bid." You say, "Hey, I'm not getting enough." Or let's just say it was even worse. It cost you $600 and you made $700 in sales. Well, the most obvious thing you should do, of course, is lower the bid, right? Does that seem like logical? Like you're spending too much money on this, lower the bid, right? Wrong. No, that's bad. Because you actually have no idea what this consists of. Now, within Samurai Seller, if you go to the dashboard, on the keyword extractor, it'll actually show you all the different search terms you're converting for. So this is what it'll show you in Seller Central. You're bidding on broad keyword marker, and you're selling, spent $600 to get $7 in sales. It's bad. But what's happening is really you just spent money on marker for clown face, right? You spent $50 on that, $0 in sales. Okay, you spent, what about airplane tape marker for runway? I'm sure somebody was buying that on Amazon. You spent $20, you got $0 in sales. Then you got another person search for, marker for, I don't know, car. I don't even know if that's a thing, but, $10, 0 sales. But then dry erase marker, you spent $5 and you got $30 in sales. Huh, okay. What about marker for my whiteboard? Okay, there you and even this one could be literally like that. It could be a typo. So you spent $10. Lo and behold, you got $150 in sales. Nobody's targeting this funny thing. Okay. Now, this is why this is wrong. Because if you had this, what you really should do is you tell Amazon, do not ever bid on this. Stop bidding. Stop bidding. Okay? That's what you would want to do. And then also on this one, please stop bidding for this. I don't want you to be bidding on this garbage. So now you stop bidding on all those things. To do that to Amazon, you do what's called negative match. Okay, so if you negative match inside a broad match, let's say campaign, and I say, clown face negative phrase match, I'm going to say. It's the same thing. Anything that includes clown face together I'm gonna stop bidding for that one. So you add it to the campaign. This will no longer be bidded for. And I don't know how to do a cross out here, but I would just cross that out, right? Like done. This is no more. Okay. This one, same thing. You can negative match. If you want to be more conservative, because maybe like airplane shaped Jerry's marker might work for you. You can just do a negative exact match on this, and it's just not gonna bid on that exact one. Okay. So we're taking care of that. So now if you just look, this is anybody would do this. Anybody who is knows the system and understands that marker, and because what's deceiving is sometimes it's pretty decent, right? Like maybe $400 to $700. It's like not bad, It's like you're spending less than half of what you did in the sale. It's probably helping your organic sales, and you might want to like leave it there and take no action. But this is really what's happening on broad or even phrase or automatic campaigns. So then you're going to negative match those, and then this is maybe super good, and you want to increase that. So now you could just keep it here in marker on broad and increase the broad, to like $1.50. But then what happens is maybe like airplane marker, you didn't negative match that exact one, comes along, and since you're bidding $1.50, you ended up spending $100 on that like super fast, right? So you maybe don't want to keep increasing this bid because maybe your optimal bid for dry erase marker, right? Or maybe dry erase marker set, right? That's like you're selling 1,000 dry erase markers or dry erase marker bulk, right? Maybe you have bulk dry erase marker and that makes you $100 profit because you're selling like $400 of markers or something. Your optimal bid might be $10. You're never going to bid on a broad for marker $10 because you're going to go broke. So what you need to do is you find this and then you target that. You target that as an exact match. Then you can have a bid over here for $10. This will be profitable. And then you win. Okay? I hope that made a lot of sense. So over here, dry markers, dry erase markers in bulk. Boom, that's actually a keyword. Check this out. For $30 right here. So in this keyword, this guy might want to bid more than like single dry erase marker, right? Single dry erase marker. So for this search term, this is funny, like a 122 right here with no reviews. So maybe nobody's really looking for that, right? Zebra. And as you can see, these guys are probably not making a lot of money here, these notes. But they just have marker and they're not paying attention really. Okay, so that goes into that, and yeah, if you click into this guy's listing, you have sponsored products here, and you could target them by category as well. We'll go into that more specifically, but here we covered the types of advertising. There's a couple of more. There's beta testing where you're targeting things off of Amazon, but in general, this product detail page ones, the sponsored brands. This works the same way, by the way, in sponsored brands. It works by keyword. So you can also target single dry erase marker here for this to show up, or markers and broad. And like if you target marker as broad, it's going to show up. You target dry erase broad, it's going to show up. Single dry erase an exact match, then it wouldn't show up for this. Or you wouldn't be entered into the auction. And then, of course, you have to win the auction. And another point in the auction, your money's not the only thing that matters in that auction. Because you could be bidding $10 for like Britney Spears. Britney Spears, right? And, if you're selling a dry erase marker, they maybe will show you like 1 or 2 times, or maybe 100 or 1,000. And when absolutely nobody clicks on you, you're going to disappear. You're not going to have a chance to be here. So like even this is I guess because it is a perfume, maybe people are clicking on that. So he still has the ad there. But you could be spending $10 here and the Amazon would not show you because it's not a good experience for the customer. Normally Amazon is thinking with the best experience for the customer. Good? Any questions?
No, makes sense.
Okay, great guys. Awesome.